Hey everybody, I'm Philip.
And I'm Justin.
And together, we are Pajamas. And I feel like shit. Yeah. Don't feel too good right now. But we have some Doctor Who to watch. So I'm gonna soldier through it and do my best to ignore how crappy I feel. Also, the disclaimer for summer is up now. Summer sucks. We hate it. We're making a video soon, but in the timeline of things, it might already be out as of this recording, since we record in bulk. It has been brought to my attention that there is a minisode series called Night in the Doctor. It's 5 episodes, and apparently the first 2 we're supposed to watch before season 6 starts. So I thought we would do that.
Yes, let's do that.
And we're going to combine both of them into one video. So we're going to be watching Bad Night and Good Night in this one. But yeah, speaking of these, are you ready?
Yes.
Alrighty, without further ado, let's get into it.
Sorry, the Prince of where? Which one?
Mhm.
No, which prince, not which Wales.
I think that's probably for me. Hold this. Hello? Well, she's busy. Well, you know, the Commonwealth. It's your son, Mom. He wants to talk to you. To hear back into a human being, he's staying put. Don't worry, he's perfectly safe.
Sneak out at night to parties. Hang on, you're dressed up. You never dressed up. Was River at the party?
Oh, why would she be there?
Don't lie to me, Doctor. I need to talk to you.
Rory, she's having an emotion. What's wrong, Amy?
Why are you calling him?
It's his turn.
You two have turns.
It's the wrong fish. I've taken the wrong fish.
Well, that was interesting.
Yes.
Apparently, the son of the Prince of Wales is a fish, and the son of an ambassador was a fly.
Yes.
Huh. And the Doctor is sneaking out to parties with River Song.
That's sweet.
Yeah. That'd be a fun episode to watch.
Yes, it would definitely be something worthy of a full episode. I'd really like to know what more is going on. Why is he a fish? Why was he a fly?
Yes, these minisodes are proving to be like, why aren't you longer? Why aren't you full episodes? That would be fun. Then Amy says there's a reason she couldn't sleep. And he's like, Rory! And she's like, what are you doing? You've got the serious face. I'm calling Rory when you have the serious face.
He's so quick to assume. Well, actually, now he's the one who is quick to assume. In assuming that, oh, it's probably another emotional thing. Actually, it could be something that is actually concerning.
Maybe, yeah. He's like, she's having an emotion, which lines up perfectly with what we were saying before in another episode, or like Medal Ceremony and a bunch of other episodes, and the mid-season thing that we did. Is that the Doctor's just so alien-like that when Amy's showing an emotion, he's like, Rory, this is your turn. You're taking turns. Well, stop being like that, and they won't have to take turns. Now, would they?
It actually would. It's actually also interesting that she would be quick to assume something. Was there ever, out of nowhere, an insect?
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah. Like, all of a sudden there is one. Like, you're with the Doctor of all people. That could be anything or anyone.
Yes,
yeah, good call.
So the episode began with her quickly assuming something, and ended with the Doctor quickly assuming something.
There you go.
So now they're taking turns assuming things, without even realizing it.
You know what they say, what happens when you assume? You call Rory.
Yes, apparently.
All right, so we're going to end this one now. We're going to fade to black. We're going to come back in a second. All right. And we're back.
Hello again.
Hello again. We are now going to watch Good Night, which is part 2 of the Knight and the Doctor series that we're supposed to watch before, well, these 2 parts at least that we're supposed to watch before season 6. There's a lot of bonus stuff. I'm not complaining. It's just I'm trying to get a roadmap for season 6. Spoiler-free roadmap. It's like season 6, episode 1, season 6, episode 2. Bonus episode called blah 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 after episode 2, season 6, episode 3, etc., etc., etc. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, well, hopefully, because we'll be starting season 6 in real time. Well, no, we'll be starting season 6 on YouTube time soon. So hopefully by then, in our time, because we have a little bit of time, we'll have a decent roadmap. But let's see what Good Night has in store for us.
And now I know that it's night as in N instead of KN. Considering that when you said night, I was wondering, considering that it's Doctor Who, it could be either one.
Very true, yeah. Very true, yeah. Oh, there you go, a little surprise.
I'll see you later. Tell Marilyn she's too late. She'll have to use the biplane. Take care.
Do you do this every night?
Oh, hello. I just helped out a possessed orchestra on a moon base. Before that, I prevented 2 supernovas, wrote a history of the universe, all in jokes.
All the friends you make just flicker in and out. You must hardly notice us. My life doesn't make any sense.
I know.
That's what I've been trying to talk to you about. And I remember both lives in my head, both of them in my head at the same time.
And it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, but it shouldn't be.
Rory was a Roman for 2,000 years.
Just because he hardly remembers it.
Life is a mess. Everyone's got memories.
Did I drop in an ice cream? That can't be my saddest memory.
Remembering ice cream's always sad.
Bought me another one.
What did she look like?
Funny dress, a night dress. She had red hair. Question about life, and you're basically telling me to go and buy myself an ice cream.
No, Amy, I'm telling you to go and buy us both ice creams.
That was sweet. Also, why didn't we get the freaking possessed orchestra episode?
That would have been a good one.
Sounds great. Dang it. But yes, we brought up minutes ago, the Doctor was he was assuming that, because Amy had the serious face. On one hand, it makes you wonder, okay, why can't she just talk to Rory about this? If it's, something bothering her. But now, it's when you finally find out what it is, it's like, oh, this is why, because it's something only the Doctor can really help with.
Yes. Something that he would be much more qualified to answer because of actually being much more knowledgeable of this.
Oh, yeah. She says, my life doesn't make any sense. I didn't have parents. And then, you did your rebooting the universe and I had parents. And I can remember both sets of memories. That's got to be so bizarre in your head to have like 2 distinct different lives. Vivid memories of both living up there. It's like a split personality.
Yes. It also is something that, in this universe, is the explanation of, possibly of false memories. When you misremember something, actually it did happen, but at the same time it also didn't, because time and space is, well, it's not linear, it's a jumbled, gobbledygook of mess.
Yeah. Even the Doctor even says, time and space is never going to make any sense. And so just go buy yourself an ice cream. Because he was like, what's your saddest memory? Apparently her saddest memory is dropping her ice cream. And a lady with red hair bought her another one. And we're just like, oh, buy yourself an ice cream. Kind of reminded me when, not in a one-to-one relative kind of way, but when that one girl said she was thirsty and the Doctor went back in time to grab her own drink to give it to her in the past to the present. Yeah, that kind of stuff I like. Yeah, but this was sweet. It's very sweet, and Amy's still very conflicted about what's going on. Doctor's going out to parties every night with River. Again, where's that episode? Why isn't that like a little mini series?
I actually would like a mini series of the adventures that they would have, the 2 of them together.
Yeah. So these were like not really essential to the meta plot, but these are cool little like supplemental little tidbits. You know, we get to more in depth. Like it was like, what does the Doctor do while humans sleep? He's not just gonna sit on the TARDIS. It was to parties with River, so
it's actually a good thing. Yeah, actually, it's a dangerous thing if he's going to let certain people have a significant part in his life, because we've actually seen what happens to him when he does that, because he lives much longer than these other ones.
Yeah.
A good response would have been of being a small part of his life. And what would happen to me, may I ask, if I actually grew attached to everyone that I've come into contact with?
Exactly, yeah.
To everyone that I've had an influence on.
Yeah. Like, he's not immortal, but, well, in a way. He can die. The Doctor can die, but also, Doctor can also live for a really, really long time. But yeah, like you said, like if every relationship you ever had was like this deep, meaningful thing, oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but I get where Amy's coming from, and I thought it was delivered better than in the past with some other people. Because every companion wants to feel the most special. It's like when we had the Dream Lord, and the Dream Lord's like, oh, so he's the one that tells you everything. You're the one he confides all his secrets to. She's like, yes. Then tell me his name. Yeah. Whereas River knows his name. River was given the sonic screwdriver. River is like the companion that all other companions aspire to be, but we've yet to see in like regular capacity.
Maybe we will someday.
I hope so. Hopefully it wasn't spoiled. So yeah, it's just cool to think about from the Doctor's point of view, but also from the companion's point of view. Importance, and we all want to feel important, especially as important because she says that the Doctor's her best friend, which makes sense because she's had this idea and fantasy of him since she was a little girl. She went to therapists. This was her like imaginary but real friend.
Yes, I've known you my whole life.
Yeah,
despite that, I'm only now getting to really know you.
Yeah. So, and I've personally been in that situation where I've had friends that I considered my best friend, but it took me, unfortunately, decades to realize it was not reciprocated. And then, I understand where she's coming from. I understand being in that position where you want the feeling you feel for someone else platonically, as a friend, reciprocated. You want to be as important to them as they are to you. And I know what it's like to not have that. I get where she's coming from. I do. But I get where he's coming from too, Yes, all his companions are special to him, but as you said, he lives a long time. And yes, the companions are gonna hold a higher importance than say like, someone like the lady he took down to the depths of the earth that stayed there with a guy she liked. It's cool how they address it, and I like how they're addressing it with Amy and the 11th Doctor. Also, I'm going to try and stop using their last names because a couple of people think that when I say Tennant and Smith, I'm talking about the people, not the characters.
How does that make sense?
It only makes sense if you are so enamored with the actor that you yourself can't make the division, in my opinion. So there you go. I think it's cool that they did it with Amy and the 11th Doctor, and just because of the way their characters are. And, I also like that clearly the relationship is between them, but Rory being there doesn't feel third wheel. It doesn't feel like somebody was like, oh, well, the 10th Doctor brought Mickey along. Yeah, and the 10th Doctor looked like he would rather have done anything else but. And Mickey got treated like garbage. By both.
He did deserve better.
Yeah. So, come on now. I said before, I like the relationship dynamics, and I like that. I said in season 5 many times, I like that there's an issue. We deal with it, we talk about it, and we just address it. And that's what we're doing here. Amy feels, how would you feel if you had like 2 separate lives in your head? It would be maddening. So she's trying to deal with it and talk to him, and he's trying to help her and address it. So I like the dynamic. I've heard people say that Amy for them is what the blonde nightmare was for me. I don't see that. The only thing I don't like about Amy, really, if I had to nitpick, was how she treats Rory sometimes. Like when she called him stupid. She called him like stupid or an idiot in the episode where they were underground and they were running away. She's like, "This way, idiot," or "This way, stupid." I forget which one. If he called her that in that same scene and the roles were reversed, outrage.
Was there also something similar in which she slapped him, or?
Well, that was when he was imagining like a menage a trois with both, like there was two of them. Like, what's wrong with two of me? And he's like, and then she slapped him. Yeah.
Yes, and now imagine the same thing, but with the roles switched.
Exactly. Gender rules are very strange. I'll leave it there. Very strange. I'll leave it there. But yeah, this was cool. I'm glad we watched this. It was very neat. I said not necessary, but it just enriches like the characters and the stories and all of that. So yeah, thank you to the people who recommended that we watch this. We'll be back again with this series in particular sometime in season 6. I'm not sure when. I don't have the roadmap in front of me. But yeah, is there anything else you'd like to add about these episodes, minisodes?
None at all.
All right. That's going to wrap this one up. As always, I don't have a fancy outro. So I'll simply say thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next one. Until then, bye.
Goodbye.